Hello, and welcome to Jumpin' Johnny Gaming. This video is going to show you how to complete all the levels in Super Mario Bros. 2. This is perfect for newcomers who have discovered older Mario games through Switch Online, or it's been a long time since you have played this game. Super Mario Bros. 2 is a sequel to Super Mario Bros., but does not play like your traditional Mario game, as this was a reskinned version of a game called Doki Doki Panic. Many enemies and elements have made their way into future Mario games. This version is the Super Mario All-Stars for the SNES Switch Online service. For the first time in a Mario game, you can select different characters, and each character has slightly different jump styles, and how fast they run and how fast they can pick up things. I will be picking a different character each world, so you can see, and I'll explain the differences in characters. For the first world, I'm playing as Mario, and like he is in most Mario games, for example the Mario Kart series, Mario is always the balanced character, where he runs, jumps, and picks up objects at a medium pace. The start of the first level, you just fall down to a ledge. Use this opportunity to practice the super jump move. If you crouch and hold it for a few seconds, and when you start flashing you can jump higher than normal, and you need to do this to progress in some levels. Most enemies, like these shy guys, you can jump on their heads, but unlike most Mario games, they do not get defeated. To defeat enemies, you pick them up and throw them at other enemies, or use other objects like the common vegetables you can pull from the ground. These are the most common objects that you can pull from the ground, and 80% of the time they are common vegetables which you can throw at enemies. Sometimes they can be bombs, POW blocks, 1-ups, or a turtle shell. Climb up the vine and pick up the first plant on the right, and this is a magic potion, and if you throw it on the ground you go to an area called subspace, which is a flipped around area of where you are, and you can get coins and mushrooms. Sometimes you have to carry magic potions to other sections in the level, but this one, throw it on the ground straight away, and picking up plants will get you coins for the minigame at the end of every level, and pick up the mushroom to give you an extra heart. Now every level you start with 2 hearts. If you get hit you will lose a heart and shrink, and you can earn up to 2 extra hearts in a level, but it will always reset to 2 hearts at the start of every level. If you lose all the hearts you will lose a life. POW blocks. If you pick these blocks up and throw them on the ground, everything on the screen gets defeated. The cherries that are dotted around the levels, for every 5 you collect, a star power up will appear. Every 8 enemies that you defeat, a small heart will appear floating that will refill any lost hearts you have. 1-up mushrooms that you can get from pulling this plant out gives you an extra life. The next 2 plants you pick up in this area is a bomb. You will have to throw it as soon as you can or it'll explode and damage you. And a turtle shell, which acts like a Koopa shell from traditional Mario games. Throw it and it defeats everything in its path. Use the ninja to jump up to the vine and go to the left side. Use your crouch jump and get rid of the enemy by throwing it somewhere else. And then the plants here are bombs, and you'll have to go to the ladder, hold it for about 3 seconds, then drop it so it destroys the wall, blocking the secret entrance that allows you to skip some of the level. This is your first boss of the game, and get used to facing against Birdo, as you face this boss multiple times, usually in every stage bar the last level of the world. The first type of Birdo boss you will face is the pink one, which spits eggs at you, and you have to jump on the eggs and throw it back. You'll have to hit Birdo 3 times, and if an egg hits another fired egg, it will defeat the egg, not hit Birdo. When Birdo is defeated, pick up the orb to open the exit, and go through the mouth to exit the level. Every time you complete the level, you will get this minigame. If you collected any coins in Subworld, and use it for a chance to win extra lives. Every time you die or start a new level, you can reselect your character. So if you're having trouble with a level, try another character that could be more suited to complete that level. Wait until the pigeon swoops down and you can jump, pick it up and throw it. And if you move left or right, the magic carpet moves in that direction. I would recommend right as soon as possible, as the flying carpet does disappear after a while. You also have to move up or down or jump over the flying shy guy enemies called Bezos. When you get to the area with the jar, it's safe to land or jump off. Pick up the first plant, which is a magic potion, and throw it. Best to do in the middle of the jars. Don't throw it on the jars. Make sure the door is on the ground, and you can use it and get some coins and a mushroom. In order to go through this locked door, you have to find the key, which is down the second jar. Works the same as pipes in Super Mario Bros. Press down on the D-pad to go down. Whenever you pick up a key in this game, you will awaken Phanto, who will constantly chase you when you have the key in your hand, and you have to throw the key to make him go away. And then you can, for a few seconds, get the key, go to where you need to go, and throw it before he hits you. Repeat this until you go through the locked door. These sections get longer and more difficult levels. In this section, you will face a new enemy, shy guys that spit bullets at you. The Starman acts like the normal traditional power-up. When you collect it, you will be invincible from all enemies, but you can still die from falling down holes. And in this section is full of plants with bombs that you got to use to blast your way through this section. Watch out for ninjas. You will face a new enemy in this section, Trouters, fish that jump up and down in waterfall sections like this. The second plant has a magic potion, and keep going right until you get to a section with 5 plants, and throw it in the middle to get some coins and a mushroom. Head up to get the key. Watch out for a new enemy type called Sparks that patrol a set area and will harm you if you touch or jump on them. You have to use these mushroom blocks to get up higher, and you can use these blocks and other items to defeat Sparks if you need to. To get the key, do a long jump from the left when the spark is on the right and grab the key and go through the door. When you go through the door, then you have to go all the way down to the bottom for the locked door, picking up the key and dropping every few seconds. The door is on the right with spikes on the left hand side. It's time to face the boss of World 1. Use the plants, which are all bombs, to break the wall on the right, and you will face Mauser, who constantly throws bombs. You have to pick up the bombs and throw it back at him. You can catch the bombs as well, and quickly throw it back at him. It takes 3 bombs to defeat him. For World 2, I am playing as Luigi. He has the highest jump of the characters and can flutter for a few seconds for a longer jump. He's very slow at running. You will face a new enemy in this level, Cobrats. The snake-like creatures will jump from the sand, and they will jump from jars as well, and can fire projectiles at you. The first plant in this area on the left is a magic potion, and throw it on the ground to get a mushroom and some coins. The quicksand in this level can suck you down and you'll lose a life if you don't constantly jump if you land on quicksand. Another new enemy is the flower that spits fireballs called a panzer. You have to run under and avoid the fireballs. You can throw enemies and other objects to defeat the panzer if needed. This section is you have to dig through the blocks of sand to reach the bottom. It's the same as when you're pulling a vegetable from the ground. As you dig, the shy guys will eventually fall and you will be in danger of getting damaged. When they do, jump to another area and dig, or wait and continue on digging. Facing Bardo is getting a bit tricky. With holes you can fall down on either side. You have to be careful not to pick up the egg when you are over the edge. This section, the first plant is a magic potion and throw it in the same area for a mushroom and coins. This section, the plant on the far right is a 1-up and the other 3 are bombs. Pull the one on the left and immediately crouch jump and throw it so it blows up the wall. The middle plant has a magic potion, throw it to get a mushroom and some coins, then go back through the door and continue on with the level. You will face a new enemy, the cactus-like creature called Pokies. You can land on the head and pick it up and throw it. The next body segment will then turn into the head, so you have to defeat all 4 segments to defeat one. Another dig section, the door is on the right hand side. The boss at the end of this level is a new variation of Bardo. This one is red, and along with eggs, will spit out fireballs as well, which you can't touch at all, so you have to judge when to land on a projectile. You can use the mushroom blocks to damage Bardo. The first plant has a magic potion. This area does not have a mushroom, possible in another area. This section you have to go all the way down. You will see a locked door and you have to continue digging downwards and get the key and then go back up to go through the locked door. The boss for the last stage of World 2 is a three-headed snake called Triclide, who will shoot a stream of fireballs in your general direction. Pick up the mushroom block and then jump to the small platform on the left, and then to the bigger one on the right while throwing the block to hit him, and then quickly repeat so the fireballs never go where you are. The third world I'm going to be playing as Toad. He is the weakest jumper in the group, but he's the fastest at running and picking up objects. In this section you have to scale all the way up, and you'll have a Pidgeot that you have to defeat and take the magic carpet and ride up as fast as you can to reach the vines before the carpet disappears. Use the mushroom block to defeat the Panzer to get past without being harmed. The first plant here has a magic potion, and gently drop it on the ground to be able to get a mushroom. The blue type Panzers has the ability to walk. Down the ladder, the first plant has a magic potion. There is no mushroom, but lots of coins to get. I found it easier to defeat this red birdo is to run to the right hand side and then quickly defeat it with the mushroom blocks. In this level you'll run into Shy Guys riding Ostros. If you defeat the Shy Guy, the Ostros will still run around. Head all the way to the right until you count, and the first plant on the left will have a magic potion and you can get a mushroom and some coins. Bomb the bricks to go down using the plants to the left, then down the ladder. Watch out for the Sniffits bullets. This section there is a lot of walls to bomb. Go to the top section, then pick up the left plant and run down to the bottom section and throw the bomb. Then repeat for the next few walls, and the final wall can be done with the bottom plant. Watch out for the birds and then head up the ladder to get to the next section. This section, wait until the bomb is just about to explode and drop it so the wall gets destroyed. You will see some new enemies in this section, hedgehog creatures called Porcupines. If you jump on them, you will get damaged. Pick up the very left plant, which is a bomb, and use that to bomb the bricks on the right. Then pick the plant on the very right, which is the magic potion, throw it, and you can access the mushroom and some coins. You get two new enemies to face, flying birds which travel in a straight line, and you can jump on them and ride them, and they sometimes drop bombs, which will explode after a short while. You can jump on them and then throw them like normal bombs. The last plant in the row of plants has the magic potion. Throw it on the highest pillar and you will get a mushroom and coins. This section, head all the way to the left, climb up the top section, and then head right to go through the door. This section you have shy guys constantly coming out of the small pots, and you can go out of the screen and appear on the other side. The aim is to climb up the top, get the key, and head back down to use the key for the locked door. This section you have to head all the way up while avoiding lots of sparks and go through the door. Head all the way up to the top of the chain, and don't jump between chains, just drop down and press right and then up when you hit the chain, and climb back up to the top, and repeat until you get to the chains on the right to continue up. The end boss for World 3 is Mauser again, with an added spark patrolling that you got to keep your eye out for. It can be destroyed by a bomb. Mauser takes 5 hits before it's defeated. For World 4, I'm playing as Princess Peach. Peach is the weakest when it comes to running and lifting objects, but she has a unique ability. If you hold the jump button when jumping, she can float for a few seconds, which makes most jumps very easy. World 4 is mostly icy, and you will slide on most of the frozen surfaces. In the level, you face a new enemy called Flurries, and they run very fast towards you, and they have poor control and can fall off ledges very easily, so use that to your advantage. The end of the first section, pick up the second plant for a magic potion to get a mushroom and coins, and then you have to drop down to the last plant to get a rocket that takes you to the next section of the level. This section you will face Shy Guys riding some machines that fires fireballs at you. The Shy Guys and the machines can be both picked up and destroyed by throwing objects. The boss music might be playing, but there is no boss to face in this stage. This section is full of Bezos flying at you, and you have to constantly duck and jump over them. This section is full of wells that every few seconds will blow some water in the air. The actual water stream can actually hurt you, so you have to time your jump and use the water to rise in the air to reach upper pathways. The lone plant on the highest of the 3 platforms has a magic potion. No mushroom in this area, but you can get 6 coins. It was lucky I got a star here, but to do this section without a star, to get the mushroom, is to get the shy guy off the fireball machine, then pick up the magic potion, then jump on the machine, to safely ride past all the spikes, and then throw the potion down to get the mushroom. This section, the first plant has a magic potion. I'm sure you need to travel further to get a mushroom. Do not defeat Birdo, as to get past this section is to ride on an egg over the large gap on the right. When you ascend this vertical section, lots of flurries will keep flying from above. I checked all this area, I couldn't find a mushroom, so you can just throw the magic potion on the floor as soon as you get it for a coin. Jump on the red shy guy and stay on top so you can get past the spikes. Because Peach, and possibly everyone but Luigi, lead the flurries to the right, run to the left and do a crouch jump to get the key, and use the key to defeat the flurries. The main boss of the world is a big flame called Fry Guy, which spits fireballs, and you have to pick up the mushroom blocks to throw at him. He goes left to right constantly in a swooping motion. Use the sides to appear on the other side of the screen to avoid the fireballs. Wait for an opening and then throw the mushroom block. When he's been hit 3 times, he will burst into 4 smaller flames that you have to defeat with the mushroom blocks. For every mini flame you defeat, the faster the others get. Pick up the Shy Guy and use it to take out the flower so you can get past and go through the door. The second plant is a magic potion. This section you will have to use the trouters to navigate the waterfalls. Wait until it's about to jump up again and jump to the second one, and then jump past the third one onto the platform. If you jump on all 3 trouters to reach the highest platform, the first plant has a 1-up and the second has a magic potion, but you don't need it. Jump on the very top of the level, similar to the original Super Mario Bros., and lift the second mushroom block to fall down. Then pick up the first plant for a magic potion, and you can access the mushroom and some coins. The boss for the level is the final variation for Birdo. The green variation does nothing but spit fireballs, so you have to use the single mushroom block to throw at Birdo. Try to launch it so it hits and comes out the other side, and repeat 2 more times. This level introduces a new enemy, the Hoopster, which exclusively climbs up and down trees and vines, very similar to Donkey Kong Jr. You can pick them up and throw them, and they speed up when you are close to them. To get the mushroom here, go down the vase, and then pick up the plant to get a bomb, and blow up the floor. Then go down, and watch out for the enemies, and pick up the magic potion from the plant on the right, and go back up the vase to use it for the mushroom and some coins. Use the Hoopster to get on the platforms. If you ever defeat enemies you need, just head off the screen and come back and they will appear. Pick up the power block and you will fall down and have to avoid lots of spikes till you reach the bottom. Head left but not all the way left, you will see a spike on the left, and then move right a little bit to go in between the spikes, then head right, then left, then right, but not all the way to avoid the spike, and you will land by the door. You will face a red Birdo with a Trouter in the way. Jump on the Trouter straight away and use it against Birdo to get rid of that obstacle. This section is full of bombs. Try to get the cherries to get a star to make it slightly easier. To get the mushroom and the exit of this section, use the bombs to the left of the screen to destroy the wall, and the plant at the bottom is a bomb to destroy the next section. If you run out of bombs, just head off screen and come back. Go back up the top and the middle plant has the magic potion to use to get the mushroom, then exit the section. I'm not sure what was down in the bottom section. I did try. I expect it could be a magic potion, but continue to the left and use the vegetable to take out the panzer and exit the section. This section you have to go down to the bottom and then head up the other side. Time the sparks and quickly use the mushroom blocks to go down further, and use those mushroom blocks to block the Shy Guys. You will have blue panzers heading down while you are going up. Use the left and right of the screens to avoid the fire. Use the Pidgeot's flying carpet to fly the large gap, and as soon as you see the other Pidgeot, use that one's carpet to fly the rest of the gap. The middle plant here is a stopwatch. It's activated automatically and it freezes all enemies on the screen for a few seconds. It does turn up in earlier levels. The boss for the end of World 5 is a giant crab called Claw Grip, who throws rocks at you and you have to jump over them and pick them up from underneath and quickly throw them back at him. You have to hit him 5 times to defeat him. This desert section is full of Cobrats that jump out the quicksand and vases shooting at you, and pokies frequent the area as well. The second plant among the cactuses has a magic potion. If you got 2 hearts, then don't worry about sacrificing a heart past the panzer, as the end section has a mushroom to get when you throw the potion above the door. This section you have to find the key to exit. If you want a 1-up, go down the tallest vase, which has a cobra. Get rid of him, go down the vase, and dig your way down. To get the key, go down the middle vase in between the mushroom blocks, dig your way down, get the key, and exit the vase, and then exit the section. boss of this level is a green birdo. You have to pick up a mushroom block, go through the sand squares, throw it, head back and repeat for all 3 hits. Pick up the vegetable and keep it. Jump on the albatross that's flying on the right. Jump to avoid the ones flying to the left and throw the vegetable at the panzer. Then crouch and get ready for a big jump. If you want the mushroom, pick up the first plant and get the mushroom, but you will have to head all the way back to the left again to get another albatross, this time a higher one to head right again. The higher one can avoid the panzer, but watch out for the bezos. The boss for the level is a green birdo. Use the left mushroom block you are low enough to avoid the fire, and then throw it. Go and use the top one and use it in the bottom left corner, and if you got 2 hearts or more, then sacrifice a heart to throw another one that's next to the boss. Use a combination of digging sand and the ladders to avoid the bombs. Keep bombing the walls on the right to exit the section. This section is full of vines and hoopsters. They can't injure you if you are above them, so use that to navigate the vines. Grab the mushroom block and do a crouch jump and throw it at Birdo for a hit, and then use 2 eggs to finish. It's a very small area to work around. The final boss of the world is another Triclide. I found the boss tricky with a 1-heart Luigi, so when I died I changed to Toad for his speed and fast picking up the mushroom blocks. It's a lot less room than the last time facing Triclide. Quickly move to pick up the mushroom block, jump up and throw it and repeat. You only have to hit him 3 times. Don't hang around the floor sections as the bombs explode and take out some of the floor sections. The plant on top of the small pillar has a magic potion. Head back left and place in amongst the plants for some coins and a mushroom. Pick the third plant from the right for a magic potion for a fair few coins and a mushroom. Jump on an albatross to be taken all the way to the exit on the left. jumping over the columns, and then jump to the plant in between the two pillars at the end for a rocket ship to take you to the next section. You have to go down the cloud platforms. Try not to jump too much, as you just jump upwards and have to go through the clouds again. Get the star if you can to make things easier. This section you have to use the mushroom blocks to stack and head up, and when you do take mushroom blocks it changes the pattern of the sparks. Try to eliminate them with the mushroom blocks. You will be facing a green birdo with only one mushroom block to throw. If you got full hearts, then throw it and get hit a couple of times, but if you have 2 or less, and you do have the 4 heart capacity with getting the 2 mushrooms, lose a life so you can start with fresh hearts. Watch out for the sniffets, jump on and then from the first one to the second and pick that up to take out the third one and exit the section. This section you will have conveyor belts pushing you forwards or backwards. Keep moving forward, use Shy Guys to take out other Shy Guys quickly and jump over the panzers. Go chain by chain to get past the sparks. Jump onto the second purple platform and crouch and wait until you get a gap to jump up and go through the door. Watch out for the panzer, jump off and keep to the right wall, and as soon as you land, run to the left and down the ladder and you should avoid everything. The plant on the right has the magic potion, throw it down in between a pillar and get the mushroom. Now you have to go all the way up and back through the door to return to the section with chains and sparks. Climb up to the exit, avoid the sparks, usually jump into the pillars and waiting for the sparks to jump over and then jump into the next one. Pick up the POW block as soon as possible to get rid of the sparks. When you get to the conveyor belt, duck to avoid the sparks. Defeat Birdo to get the key before moving on. If you throw the key to the left, you can take down the 2 sparks. The mass gate will attack you instead of letting you through, so pick up a mushroom block and get ready to throw it at the gate, and it takes 3 hits so it can let you through to the final boss in the game. This is the final boss of the game. Die if you need to so you can start with full hearts. To defeat Wart, wait by the machine and it spits out a vegetable and catch it, and before or after you will have to avoid bubbles which you can fit in between them. Throw the vegetable at Wart only when his mouth is open or it won't damage him. Repeat 5 more times. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, where there are achievement guides, secrets and tips from the latest releases to retro games posted every week. Thanks for watching.